I'm going to begin today by sacrificing my ego to share a slightly embarrassing story with you. The other day, I was driving down the highway listening to the Maddie in the Morning show when a listener called in to talk about her daughter who was graduating from high school. The woman said, "It's over. She's leaving the nest." Leaving the nest. 3 extremely cliche words that we have probably heard a million times this year. But for some strange reason, those 3 simple words hit me like a right hook from Muhammad Ali, and I started to cry. Me, the girl who was packed and ready to go sophomore year? No, that couldn't be me. But it was, and I had the tears streaming down my face as proof. I found myself asking why. Why was I sitting there in my little silver car sobbing uncontrollably? Well, there were the obvious reasons. The home-cooked meals would soon end. I would actually have to do my own laundry, which will be a challenge in itself because I have yet to wash a single shirt. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Or perhaps it was the fact that I could no longer ask my dad for a 20 to fill my gas tank up, which is code for I need new flip-flops. Or maybe I had come to a realization that I may actually miss my 6-year-old brother waking me up every morning at 7 o'clock to ask me if his lizard's tail would grow back. On second thought, it was definitely not that. What I have come to realize as I stand here before you today is that the source of my angst was anxiety about an uncertain future. For years, our lives have been fixed in one place and one reality. On a day-to-day basis, we could count on seeing the same faces, walking the same routes to class, smelling the same familiar scents of old books and stale coffee in the English wing, and eating the same warm chocolate chip cookies in those clear plastic baggies. For a while, nothing changed. Today, however, change is upon us. No matter how you look at it, today we walked into this field house as Milton High seniors, and soon we will walk out as graduates and alumni. With this change, we face an unfamiliar and sometimes unsettling feeling of uncertainty as a major life milestone lay in the path before us. However, we are all capable of barreling through the untrod woods ahead like the Wildcats that we represent. But before we scatter in 276 plus different directions and embark on the lives that fate has in store for us, we must first remember the memories we are leaving behind and the bond that forever holds us together as Milton High graduates of the class of 2010. I can promise you that today, each and every one of us will leave here missing something about these last 4 years. It could be as broad as the Milton High spirit, or as simple as whiteouts at Copeland Fieldhouse, or Mr. Board's eagerness to dress up whenever he was given the opportunity to do so. You could miss every single hall and every single person, or you could miss one small nook that you love to study in, or a principal that never ceases to smile. Then again, you may just miss Muncho Nachos and memories of Mr. O'Neill, Mr. Tobin, and Mr. Costa Irish step dancing, if you could even call it that. Whatever it is that you will miss, today we abandon the past in order to embrace the future. These past 4 years have not been a complete stroll in the park. There were plenty of mosquitoes, roots protruding from the ground, and whining 3-year-olds that made the stroll seem more like a trek. We do not live in the Leave It to Beaver and Brady Bunch generations of our parents. As 21st century teens, the odds are stacked against us and the white flag of surrender is often waved as teenagers simply give up and lose sight of their goals. Congratulations, because you did not give in to society's temptation to accept failure. You have completed what is known in literature as the hero's journey. We all have fallen, faced our fears, and fought an infinite number of internal battles in order to rise again and sit here today, ready to cross the stage and receive our diplomas. All the extraordinary highs and devastating lows have culminated to this point. So stop, breathe, soak it all in, because tomorrow is a new day, a fresh start, another chapter in your life. Some of us will further our education in colleges and universities all over the country. Some will enter the military and serve our country honorably. And some will take the workforce by storm right away and cannonball into financial independence and self-sufficiency. There is no right or wrong way to achieve success, because ultimately it is your character and your work ethic that determine your future. Intelligence means nothing if it is not partnered with a strong drive to succeed and a never-ending supply of persistence and determination. So don't just work hard. Work until you absolutely cannot work anymore, because only then will you know that you have reached your full potential. Only then, when you believe you have exceeded your personal limit and an overwhelming need to surrender envelops you, will success emerge. Thank you to my classmates for 4 wonderful years, and best of luck in your future endeavors. Also, thank you to the faculty at Milton High. You have made our experience one that we will forever treasure and recall fondly. But today, we must also thank the people that have stood by us through it all, our families. So thank you to the moms who changed our diapers, the dads who played softy when our moms were overwhelmed, and the grandparents who doled out extra hugs, kisses, and cash when we needed them most. As parting words, I would like to read a short poem by a woman who found happiness in service to others, Mother Teresa. This poem has been hanging over the telephone in my kitchen for 18 years, as you can probably see by its somewhat tattered appearance. To my classmates, I am grateful for the opportunity to share this poem with you today, and I hope you find inspiration in its message. The poem is entitled "Do It Anyway" by Mother Teresa. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people will accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the world the best you've got anyway. You see, in the final analysis, it is between you and your spiritual self. It was never between you and them anyway. Thank you and congratulations to my fellow members of the class of 2010.